Wikileaks co-founder Julian Assange is facing his second day in London's High Court as the US government seeks to overturn January's ruling that blocked his extradition to their country. Jennifer Robinson has been his lawyer since 2010. Jen, how confident or otherwise is Julian Assange's legal team that he will avoid extradition to the US?
We certainly hope that he will avoid extradition, and that's why it is our intention to appeal this all the way. Of course, we won the case in January. The judge found that he should not be extradited because it would be oppressive, and this is the United States government's appeal. We hope that they will lose and that he'll soon be able to leave prison and be with his family. But this appeal process could go on for a very long time.
On what grounds is the US appealing?
The US is trying to shift the goalposts effectively. After we won the case in January, they are now offering assurances, saying that they won't put him in the prison conditions that the judge found would be oppressive and would be a risk to his life. We don't accept that assurance, and we think that the judge came to the right decision, and that's what we'll be arguing today in court.
Why would a prison sentence in Australia be different to one in the US? In what way are conditions different?
Well, the conditions under special administrative measures, which is the prison system that he would be under because of the nature of the case, are extremely isolating. They're called the darkest black hole of the US prison system. So we want him out of prison. We want him out of prison now. This entire case is unprincipled. It breaches free speech. And for all of those reasons, he ought to be out and home in Australia, not in prison, not in an Australian prison, not in a US prison.
If Julian Assange were to be imprisoned in either countries, what sort of challenges does his extremely high profile pose?
Well, of course, the evidence is that he will be placed in special administrative measures, isolation in the United States, and that poses a risk to his life and his health, as the judge found. If it's not clear whether he would ever return to Australia under some kind of prison transfer scheme, and that could take years, more than a decade would be talking. So this really is about trying to stop his extradition now. This case should never have been brought. It's a grave threat to free speech, and it should be put to an end.
The Assange case has now been going on for so long. Will it ever really be put to an end? Is the US ever going to stop fighting on this matter?
Well, this is why we've asked the Australian government to raise this with the United States. This case was started by the Trump administration. The New York Times, the Washington Post say that it is criminalising public interest journalistic practices. Australians need to remember the reason he's in prison and faces 175 years in a US prison is because of the same publications for which he won the Sydney Peace Prize and the Walkley Award for Most Outstanding Contribution to Journalism. This case should be put to an end, and that's what we're asking the Australian government to help us to do.
Jennifer Robinson, thank you very much.
Thank you, Lee.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 730's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.